Starting strong with a fundamental move. The first minor piece enters the game. Philidor's defense opens up one bishop while blocking the other. Facing Philidor's defense, your opponent puts their bishop on an active diagonal and takes control of the center. Your best move was to send a bishop into the game. Their best option was to attack a pawn chain. Develops the knight and attacks the center. They are threatening to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. You trade off equal material. Their recapture simultaneously brings the queen into play. It is good strategy to develop your piece and win a tempo on a queen, moving their threatened queen to safety. Not the best move, but not bad either. They chose kingside castling, getting their king out of the center and activating a rook. Developing your bishop strengthens your opening setup. They've moved the same piece again, which is less efficient for opening play. Your best move was to win a tempo by threatening a queen. Precise move from your opponent. You win time by threatening a queen. This move puts their queen on a safer square. This moves your knight to a safer square. They've improved the positioning of their knight. You develop your piece while also winning a tempo on the queen. They are threatening to win a bishop by eventually adding pressure to a pinned piece. Your rooks are connected, which helps them work together. They kick your bishop with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. You permitted the opponent to capture a bishop and win material after the follow. They capture your bishop and will win material after all trades are completed. You are forcing your opponent to double pawns. A clear recapture. For sure you had to move away from the threat. They move the pawn to safety. You exchange pieces of equal value. A straightforward recapture. Well done, an excellent move. Defending their hanging pawn. With that move, you chase the bishop away, moving their threatened bishop to safety. You are threatening to win a bishop through a fork. You are now able to win material by simultaneously capturing and defending. They missed a chance to eventually win material. You missed a better way to tactically win a bishop. This trade simplifies the position, working in their favor. You are threatening to win a rook through a fork. They've made a mistake and their rook is now lost. This is the only move that works and you found it. Correct, of course. Move away from danger. They missed a better way to evade the check from the opposing knight. Nice, definitely the right move. A clear recapture. The only move and you found it. Finally, you recapture the piece. You are forced to isolate a pawn. That was an even swap of material. A straightforward recapture. You've moved your bishop to a powerful square. You're forced to ruin their pawn structure by isolating doubled pawns. A clear recapture. They move the knight to safety. Good job defending that pawn. They've improved the positioning of their piece. You've moved your piece to a powerful square. They exchange pieces of equal value. This is a fine move. That was the only move. You are threatening to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. This move puts their knight on a safer square. You step your king away from the checking knight. This is a fair trade. You recaptured. They played one of the best moves here. Very good choice. I like their choice. Well done, an excellent move. They defended their pawn, which was under attack. For sure you had to move away from the threat. They made one of the top moves in this position. Good job, that's what I would have played too. Their king is now leaving the back rank to become a key player in the endgame. You are setting up a blockade. They played one of the best moves here. You escaped the check from the rook. I like their choice. This is a fine move. They made one of the top moves in this position. Very good choice. They played one of the best moves here. Yes, this is the way. I like their choice. Well done, an excellent move. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move. Nice, definitely the right move. They are right on target. Passed pawns have a clear path to promotion. This is the only move that works. You're going to end up losing a rook. They missed a chance to tactically win a rook. You found a safer square for your rook. They made one of the top moves in this position. You've just allowed your rook to be taken without a fight. They missed a chance to capture a free rook. You dodged the check, moving your king out of harm's way, pushing their passed pawn. Nice, you found a way to win a pawn. They moved their king out of the check from your pawn. Good job, that's what I would have played too. They had a better way to evade the check from the opposing rook. You captured that free pawn. They slipped up a bit here. Not the worst move, but definitely. There was only one good move and you found it. You step your king away from the checking rook. You had the upper hand, and now your position is winning. Your better option was to push a passed pawn. This is the only good move. They move their king out of the check from your rook. This moves your pawn to a safer square. Their passed pawn moves closer to promotion, becoming more dangerous. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. Pushing their passed pawn. You allowed the opponent to push a passed pawn. They are threatening to tactically win a pawn. Placing your rook behind your opponent's passed pawn makes it harder to promote. Their best option was to block an attack on a vulnerable pawn. Your passed pawn advances to its goal, defending their hanging pawn. Your passed pawn is one step closer to promotion. They exchange pieces of equal value. Smart play. Capturing the passed pawn takes the pressure off. Decent move, but they had a better one. You escaped the check from the rook. There was just one move that worked for them, and this wasn't it. Oh no, you had a winning move. They played the strongest move available. You dodged the check, moving your king out of harm's way. Their best option was to move a rook to safety. You found the winning move and are now in full control. Their king steps away from the check by your rook. Nice find. You found the only move in this position. With that move, you offer to trade pieces. This is a fair trade. A logical capture. Precise move from your opponent. For sure, you had to move away from the threat.